Polkadot DOT currently trading at $4.51, down 92% from its all-time high of about $55.10. Wow, this coin has taken a beating lately. And for the last few months, we've just felt like we've been in limbo with this coin. And the question is, how low can it go? And the news I've got to share for you today may not make you happy yet. Unless you take advantage of it at these lower prices, then you may be happy. Let's talk about it. Road Dog Crypto. Welcome back to Road Dog Crypto. My name is Lane, your crypto road dog, looking at Polkadot today. I'm on the weekly chart because, frankly, it doesn't do as much good to look at the lower time frames. Really, all you need to know can be found here on the weekly chart. We dropped below the $6 support level a few weeks back, and we've just been slowly trailing downward. And if we look over to our left where our previous support is, this is on the weekly chart. These have been measured on the daily. And that's the two lines that I've got set here. We're looking at numbers of $3.86 down as low as $3.52. Very little support there to keep us from hitting those levels, if you ask my opinion. On the weekly, we can see on Market Cipher, we have still got money flow deep in the red. The pluses that we got going for us is that the stochastics are still working their way down. What needs to happen is got to continue down to the zero line here, and then we can see we might get some slow action like over here. It could take a while. It can get pinned down here for a while. This could go on for months, folks, before we finally get a turnaround and start getting a push up. It doesn't look sexy. We can take a quick look at the MACD indicator on the weekly, and you can see that the histogram is starting to come down to the downside. What we don't want to see is it past this zero area right here and go into the red like what is done over here. That would not be nice. Also, we've got a little bit of bending here on our moving averages, and it looks like they're trying to turn over on us a little bit there. So we got to keep our eye on that, because as these cross to the negative, Polkadot could get hit. The last time that I saw Polkadot approach these prices was when I got my foothold in back in about October 2020, buying around $4.50 in this same area. So if you're asking me, is it worth it to get into it? Well, I'm just going to let you look at the chart, how it performed from that time. And we see that twice it came up to around the $49 to $50 areas, came back down to around $10, bounced right back up there. So that was an amazing return the first leg, and you could have rode it out again and got another 5x in profit there. And if you're a really savvy trader, you could have shorted it. But just as for an investment point of view, is it likely to get back up to these areas? Yes, in my opinion, it is, but it will not be a quick thing. We are in a bear market that's going to go for more than another year, possibly 2 years. So I just drew another line, is the very bottom that I have on this KuCoin chart. And this goes all the way back to around August of the year 2020. So it's possible over time, I mean, we could dip down to the $2 price range. It could happen. I have never seen it personally myself since I started following DOT dip that low. Now, I've been personally accumulating Polkadot, and I've got mine staked, and I was accumulating somewhere between $5.50 to $6.50 through there, trying to target in around $5.50 as close as I can get it. And now we've dipped below that, so I am in drawdown with that, and that as an investor, I'm cool with that. That is part of my plan. That's just how it goes. And I'm counting on prices to get above my entry. Given the history of DOT, I'm pretty comfortable with that, even though I may have to sit through here and just stake these coins and earn some passive income during this whole time. Now, it's a little bit difficult to draw my trend lines on this chart. Let me come over to the daily. We broke out of this. This seems to be the most consistent one. We had a bear trap here. As long as this trend line holds, we could possibly get a bounce here. Now, on the daily, we're getting to the lower areas here. If we look on Market Cipher, we can see that VWAP is headed toward the upside just a little bit. Our stochastic line right here is already at the bottom. That's a good sign. So for the daily, we got some signs here that we could expect a little bump. So we may get a little bounce here, and that would be very much welcome by most everyone that I believe. So I wouldn't be too scared at the moment for us taking big drops down to these levels, but it looks like it may just end up being a slow burn getting down here eventually. Whether we come back up to retest these areas of $6.11, which is what I'm hoping for, that's possible. That is our strongest area of resistance right here at $6.11 and also at $6.66. For the savvy traders out there, I mean, you could actually get this at some of these really good deals, somewhere between $3.50 to $4.50. And when it gets back up to these $6 levels, that's a pretty nice little profit. What I would really like to do is catch it down to these lower areas, say around $3.50, it goes back up to around $7, and I can sell half of my position and get a moon bag. Would definitely entertain that thought if we ever get close to the $2 mark over time, maybe over next year of 2023. If we see us getting down to that area, I would say there will be a lot of people scooping up this coin in that area. But for the current moment, what I'm expecting to see is hopefully we'll get a bounce of this area. We want to look at these broken support areas. So around 544, that would be an area that I could see that we could move up to. And also this area right here at 511. Those are the two areas, if you're looking at trying to take advantage of a short move, that's what I would look for as far as a take profit zone. Now, when I pull a Fibonacci level from the top here down to our current low, we can see our 618 is coming up here about 629. And that is a likely area that we could get a bounce from. Usually what will happen is that traders will drive price up to that area and then we will get a short from there. And that could possibly be in the frameworks. That could also be coming up to this 382 level at 560. That could also bounce and do the same thing at that area. So those are two levels right there that I would look at as well. And also if we take our top trend line connecting that top to this top, it does make a falling wedge pattern kind of at just more of a slide angle instead of being a totally steep one. That goes in our favor for a possible breakout. The best case scenario that we could hope for is that we come back up to the top of this trend line. And if we do have a good chance of breaking to the upside. And, in a hopeful situation, we can come up here to about 629, come back down and retest. But right now, we just really want to see this bounce off of this area where we are about 450. That would be a good sign for us. Possible take profit, again, 511, 544. If we get luckier than that and head to the upside, remember we're looking at $6.07, $6.30, $6.66 as possible take profit zones. However, the chances that we will continue down to these lower areas of 386 and 352 still remain over the coming weeks and possibly a couple of months. Hope this information has been helpful for you. It can help you figure out what kind of strategy you want to approach for this token. Until next time, my name is Lane, your crypto road dog. Wishing you the best. Trade wisely, trade carefully, and remember, even though this is a bear market, we are so close to the bottom, it's going to be really hard to screw this up over this next year if you just play it calmly, slowly, and wisely. Catch you on the next one.
Hey, buddy, why don't you and me, we have a little talk about the like button down here? I hit it. I think you should hit it too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the family.